I'm sick and tired of the games week after week after week. You four want to play games. You four want to play games. We're going to play games in Chicago at Survivor Series. It's War Games. Oh God, who could have ever seen that coming? Pretends to be shocked. My goddamn goodness, I can't believe it. It's mind-blowing. I'm exploding like that robot in Futurama. Which robot? You know the robot, unless you don't know Futurama. This is not about Futurama. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Raw from another Mohegan Sun Arena, but this time in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. How many goddamn Mohegan Sun Arenas are there? Apparently this one seats around 8,300 people, and they had 7,400 people there. Pretty much a slap-dab sellout. Even if they're having to, do a few comps or whatever, or really push things, they're marketing shit. They're selling out arenas. They're selling out at least the amount of the arena they're using. Unlike another company. It's the reason why WWE has been around for so goddamn long, whether the product is good, bad, or indifferent. Even if it's a show like this. Okay, this review would have been up, an hour or so before. Except I went to watch a Regal Mystery movie. And then I saw it was Next Goal Wins, directed by Taika Waititi. I didn't find it all that funny in a little bit I saw. And I walked out, and I decided to just say, fuck it, I'm going to catch it on streaming. So that's my review of that until I decide to review it later, if I ever do, because while I like Taika Waititi, and I'm sorry, I can't help but hear his name a certain way, because I'm immature, as many of you know, he can be really funny, he can be really endearing, he can also, at times, be annoying in movies, and unfortunately, what little I saw, I was like, nope, I'm good. Next Regal Mystery movie is on November 27th. Also, I'm going to be taking a break from Raw reviews pretty soon, guys, so that's a fair warning right there. A break is coming because I'm not getting a lot out of these shows anymore. So, Crown Jewel recaps. I forgot that Crown Jewel happened a couple days ago. That's how memorable it was. So, Survivor Series is in less than 3 weeks. The Raw theme is ass. There's good rap and then there's whatever this bullshit is. Whoa, 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 whoa. The man in the yellow pants and jacket. Oh, wait, it's Seth Pheasant Rollins. He successfully deep-throated his championship. No, wait, no. He would have been deep-throated to lose his championship. I think that's how that works. I think that's what that term is. Nevertheless, he's still the secondary world heavyweight champion. What's next for him? He says Drew wasn't aligned with the Judgment Day, so he has his respect. More on Drew in a bit. A little more on Drew, that is. And then he wants to thank Sammy. So here's Sammy. Sammy gets a good reaction. And basically, Sammy says, I didn't stop Judgment Day for you. I stopped it because I'm going to make sure they don't have all the championships. And if Priest cashes in on you, they will have all the power. I mean, sure, Judgment Day is more like NWO 1999 at this point. Isn't not very good. But whatever. Just say when. And then sugar was poured in to the point where it was more sugar than cereal. And it was like that comic strip. Which comic strip? Who knows? Sammy said he wants to beat him at 100%. Seth says, we've been doing this for a while. Neither of us are at 100%. Let's just have a match. It's tonight. It is official. I think that's how that term goes. Judgment Day drama. Yay. I don't care. They're repeating the same stuff with the Bloodline. Even the Bloodline stuff started to get stale. And that was really gotten stale. Because there's long-term storytelling, and then there's just dragging shit out. Anyway, New Day entrance. Judgment Day versus New Day. 25 minutes into a 3-hour program, the bell rings. And it was over 9 minutes, and Judgment Day won. Yeah, I didn't care. It's nothing against participants. I'm tired of the New Day shtick. And then we get to Jackie, waiting to get an answer from Drew, riding around a parking lot like she was confused and, waiting for a bus or something. Don't send your interviewers out there without some specific instructions, or at least some instructions. And Drew blows her off and she says, okay, I'm not really sure, which is the most evergreen and accurate line Jackie has said on television. And I'm sure she's been thrown out there to, kind of flounder. And I'm not talking about Ariel, her friend, the fish. The flounder little fish. Which, by the way, Jackie
pretending to do a Flounder impression would be infinitely better than anything in the Little Mermaid live-action movie. So, yeah, then Nakamura beat Tozawa in 2 minutes. Only 7 minutes between the end of the first match and this match. I'm just blitzing through this stuff because none of the matches really matter. Also, the Alpha Academy stuff, I don't care. I don't like the Alpha Academy stuff. There are people that do, and that's fine. I don't. Nakamura versus Otis. Because they really don't want me to review this show anymore. They really want to just appeal to people that are just going to ingest whatever WWE shows. And believe me, WWE has problems, but they do some good stuff. AEW has problems, and they do some good stuff. And you pick your poison, you pick what bullshit you're willing to deal with either promotion. Or, like me, you watch both. But the weekly programming of WWE, it has gotten to the point where I've had to blow off NXT, basically blow it up. It needs to be blown up and rebuilt. SmackDown is a goddamn wash. And it's just getting to where I may just review the WWE Premium Live events and pick up reviewing a couple of their weekly shows maybe next year. We get a Natty package about our accolades. Good. I like Natty. This was cool. It was treated seriously. It was out of nowhere, but cool. And then Pierce hypes up the 4-way match. And then we get entrances for the 4-way. And then Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. Apparently, based on the time difference, it's going to be on very early on a Saturday, and I work long Saturday, and I'm probably not going to wake up early to watch it. So Pierce then asks Rollins, "Are you sure?" "Don't worry, I was born to do this, pal." Or born to run. I was born in the USA. Born to Run. Was that a Bruce Springsteen song? Ricochet makes his entrance. Everybody's made their entrance except Ricochet. Now he makes his entrance since like 6:01 on the West Coast. And we get Here Comes Bronson versus Thibar versus Miz versus Ricochet in a 4-way contenders match. Well, Gunther watches on from the backstage area. 18 minutes since the last match ended to this one. It was a mess. I'm sorry. There were some cool moments. The big meaty men slapping. People cheering for the Miz. Burn the heretics as far as I'm concerned. And then they did a double pin where Ricochet got his arm up so Thibar didn't get the victory. But Miz rolled up Here Comes Bronson. Why couldn't they have just done him pinning Ricochet? Maybe because he needed to pin another heel. Wasn't matter. And then Thibar beats Miz up, hits a moonsault. It looked like Miz tried to get out of the way of it. It looked pretty painful. Maybe just sit there and trust Thibar. By the way, Thibar, because he leads with his thighs and lunges his Viking taint at everybody in the corner, so I'm going to call him that. And then the Alphas and Tozawa are there. They're going to be on NXT tomorrow. Thank fuck I'm not reviewing that weekly NXT anymore. I can't review it until they short things up and stop making everything so bullshit. Mid-90s Raw. They have great talent. They just don't know what to do with it. For all the good that NXT has, Lyra's champion, Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov, the stuff with Mello and Trick, what Steiner's doing, some of the women, they got too much bullshit. And it's just, it's enough. I've just been driven away. Crown Jewel plug, again. Recaps of the IC title thing, again. And then recaps of the Creed's debut, and then they signed contracts. The Creeds took on DIY. It was at this point I actually left to go watch the Regal Mystery movie and said, oh, next goal wins. Well, I'm just going to go take a red card and leave. And it was a match that was fine. I don't care about Gargano. I just don't. I've seen everything I need to see from Gargano and Ciampa. And the Creeds are talented. They are raw, literally, and they're going to need some seasoning, but they're good. They remind me of a version of the Steiners. Kaiser eventually interferes, and then Gargano gets pinned with the Wrecking Ball because Brutus came in like a wrecking ball. All right, about 10 minutes, and then we go to a package on Zayn and Jay and all that stuff from Elimination Chamber because why not? And well, Jackie remembered who Becky was. Step up right there. Nia interrupts and says, I remember when I punched you in the face. And then Becky says, I do remember that. Then I went on to main event WrestleMania and you went on to get fired. It was a little bit later, Becky. She actually suffered two, torn ACLs, which is a shame, actually, that the ACLs were repaired. Because I'd want Nia Jax to be in goddamn traction, and then let's see what her superior immune system can do when she can't earn a living in a business she doesn't belong in. But thanks, Dwayne. Thanks for saying your stupid cousin there. So anyway, Byron then interviews Piper and Chelsea Green, who was interrupted by Shayna and Zoe. And then Zaya attacked Becky during her entrance. Meanwhile, a bunch of women are already in the ring. Pierce says, Zaya, go. Just go away. And then they're checking on Becky while everybody else is in the ring. Other women make their entrance, like Tegan. Yes, Tegan is still there. Raquel has a back. Did you notice that? Matter of fact, I didn't even give him my back. What? Wow. Women's Battle Royal, 21 minutes after the previous match ended. That I had to remind myself on my notes what the fuck that was. This was a mess. I was really hoping that Nia would shatter every tendon and snap every tendon in both her knees when she got eliminated. But nevertheless, I will have to wait for the gods to shower me with praise and shower me with my wishes another day. Who doesn't love to be showered by the gods? Ew, okay. Well, that's not Zeus's lightning bolt. Nevertheless, let's just get back to this. Zoe won. I mean, I've seen enough battle royals, enough clusterfucks, and enough stuff on multiple wrestling shows where I didn't care. I'm glad these women got television time. I just didn't care. Rhea then interviews herself while Jackie looks like Jim Crockett Jr., either on television or after he found out he was a couple $1 million in the hole. And then Zoe confronts her. And okay, they're trying to have Zoe taken seriously. I mean, all right, whatever. And then Wade has the Philadelphia Eagles championship, whatever. The made-up championship thing, the draft, I don't know, the sponsored deal that they have. I see 4-way recaps again. Miz versus Thivar next week. Tegan versus Piper. Nakamura versus Otis. And a Fastlane Tag Team Championship rematch. If you do not see me review SmackDown, Raw next week, I might just put up a Survivor Series retro review because god damn it, that sounds painful. Between the beginning of Sammy's entrance and after everything and all this stuff and Cena solo recaps and Rollins making his entrance, it was about 11 or 12 minutes, and they had a match that was well worked. It started slow. Sammy wouldn't focus on the back, but then was kind of being a baby face, getting cheered, but, he had the temptation to go for the back. He wasn't going to be a full-on heel. But Seth wanted him to fight him. Fight me, damn it. Why won't you fight me? I kept waiting for shenanigans. To interrupt this. So we got a buckle bomb. Then we got right into a blue thunder bomb. That was for 2. Then we got kickouts aplenty. We got a Boston Crab. Oh, Sammy might get a victory. Then we got a convoluted transition into a roll-up 1, 2, 3. So Sammy lost, handshake, Judgment Day attacks, and then Jay and Cody come down. And then Pierce says it's War Games. If they make it where War Games is just about the cage and they don't bring weapons in, I'm all for it. But if you bring weapons in, it's not fucking War Games. The cage is a weapon. You don't need to bring in tables, trash cans, and all that stuff. One thing I hate about WWE and AEW renditions and versions or whatever of War Games. You don't need all that weaponry. Anyway, so nevertheless, War Games in about 3 weeks. So if you do not see a review you won't see a review of SmackDown for a while. If you don't see a review of Raw next week, don't be shocked. You definitely won't see any in December. You might not see that many in January. They kind of burned me, guys, and I got to maybe ease back a little bit. I'll review other stuff. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.